guys, welcome to week 2 for our full body nourish yoga journey. Today we're focusing on heart nourishing. So as we're going to be reaching into the upper body without forgetting the rest of the body, I want to invite you guys for today's affirmation, if you wish to work with one, to tell yourself, deep within inside of myself, I hold an infinite source of love. So if you don't feel like it, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, you don't need to, but it's just an idea to kind of embrace today's work, and then just notice what comes up, notice how you feel. For me, it's a sensation that kind of just puts everything in perspective, and things that I normally stress about just kind of tend to dissipate, and problems that I'm not sure how to approach, I usually realize that if I approach them with a loving approach, it makes things much easier. So that's from my side, and maybe for you it's totally different, but I just invite you to embrace that and see how you feel. Cool. So go ahead and grab a blanket or pillow and just get yourself into a comfortable seated position. And then like we did last class, go ahead and we're going to embrace the one leg in front of the other. So the knees are kind of stacked one right in front, the heels stacked one right in front of the other. And this is when sitting on a pillow will really help to be able to sit up nice and tall. And the knees are going to become a little bit heavier, making it easier. And we're just taking a moment here. We just arrived from our busy day, so take the time that you need, closing the eyes, take a deep breath in, and then exhale the breath out through the mouth. And then just continue here for a few breaths. And just start to notice where you're gripping in the body. Start sending deep, full breaths into the entire body, relaxing the forehead and the eyes, relaxing the jaw, the shoulders. Let the legs become heavy. And just give yourself this opportunity to just arrive, to let go of the day so far, to be patient with yourself and give yourself all the time that you need today to let go of what needs letting go, to embrace that infinite source of love that's deep within inside you. And imagine that with every breath, you're breathing into your heart space. And imagine that heart space becoming more and more bright with the color green. And just a little visual here. Doesn't need to be a crazy spiritual thing. And just embracing that love within, that unconditional love, that gratitude, that respect, and that love that creates a bit more of an ease throughout your day, an ease throughout the decisions you need to make, letting things happen a little bit more naturally. Without overthinking or judging. Relaxing the jaw. Let the body become heavy. And take one big deep breath in, sending the breath to the lower belly first, and then expanding the chest. And then imagine, if you can, that you're expanding the throat and the head with the breath. Exhale, letting everything out, releasing what needs releasing. Softly lifting the corners of your mouth for a little smile. Allowing ourselves a little moment of joy here during the next hour to nourish what needs nourishing. And to just take care of our bodies, our mental state, and our emotional state. Slowly opening the eyes. And bring the palms to the side of the body, palms facing away from you. And then take a deep breath in, reaching up to the sky. Breathing in here, fingertips, feel free to wiggle if that feels good for you. We're just slowly moving the torso. Big breath in. And then exhale, left hand down, lean it over to the right. And just let the body fall. Let all that tension in the right side of your body release. Try to softly root your right sit bone and your right knee back into the ground. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in. Exhale out. Softly push away from the ground. Bring yourself back up to center. Breathing in here. Soft little wiggle. And exhale over to the other side. Let it fall. Root that left sit bone. Root the left knee down. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in. Feel free to sigh as you exhale. Kind of bringing that physical and, how would you say, ear roll to where you can audible release. Inhale in, exhale deepen, and then inhale back to center, reaching up, deep breath in here, and exhale, bring the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then feel free to bend the elbows first so you can rotate the shoulders forward, up, and then back, and then start to pull the hands down towards the ground. If you have a blanket or a pillow behind you, sometimes it helps to kind of just tuck the hands behind it so it kind of supports your hands. And if not, you can let the hands just fall behind the back. And then close the eyes here, breathing deep. Exhaling out. As you breathe in, notice that the chest is a bit tight. And try to, with the breath, expand the neck, shoulder, and chest area by relaxing and allowing the breath to pass through, to expand, and to cleanse on the exhale. And without creating too much of a crunch in the back of your neck, softly lift the chin up just a little bit, opening up your throat area. Breathing into that throat and chest area. Without judgment, perhaps noticing if any thoughts or emotions are arising. Or just simply enjoy the stretch, enjoy that release of the tension. The arms might start to tingle a little bit, that's normal. Breathing in. And then exhale, slowly just release the grip of the hands and then let the arms naturally start to fall to the side. Closing the eyes, notice the blood rushing back to the fingers. And when it feels right for you, start to squeeze and release the hands, rotating the wrists one way then the other. Just make it so that it feels good for what your body needs today. Releasing, feel free to bring the arms in here, creating a little, it's been a while since we haven't done the little Egyptian dance. Creating some little wave-like motions here. Breathing in. Don't be shy, let the dance, let the flow, whatever feels good to you today. Awesome. And then inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, palms together, bring the hands together to chest, pressing the hands with some power, but not too much where you're crunching in the body, just creating some tension here between the hands. Relax the shoulders down and back, relaxing the belly, relaxing the back, relaxing the thighs and the hips. Breathing in here and just start to notice that enjoyable heat in the shoulders. Big breath in here. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, bring it back down. This time, bring the hands together to chest, interlace the fingers, and continue the journey all the way down, pushing the hands away from the body, and then inhaling up. Palms are facing up towards the sky. Deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, bring the navel into the spine, start to round the chest, closing in, bringing the hands forward, chin to chest. So inhale, opening up. It's a bit like a cat-cow position. Exhale, bring it back, tailbone curls in. Inhale, reaching up. And then this time we're going to keep the hands up, engage the belly softly, and then just switch the legs. Feel free to just take a little moment in between here to move the legs around if you want. And then bring the opposite foot out in front. Adjust yourself, take the time that you need, breathing in. And exhale, round it out. Inhale, last round, breathing up. And then exhale this time again, just release the fingertips and then just start to rotate the hands, arm to the side, closing the eyes. And just breathe here, notice that sensation in the hands and the arms, that blood flow. Notice your heart rate pumping a little bit more blood to the arms and the hands, nourishing what needs nourishing. Keep on breathing deep. Imagining every breath cycle is a nice and cleansing breath cycle. Awesome. Inhale, go ahead and bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing away from you, shoulders reaching down, and fingertips to the sky. Spread the fingers as wide as they go. Deep breath in here. Exhaling out. Adjust yourself as needed. Awesome. Breathing in here. And then we're just kind of, for Dylan, it's not hard for you. Imagine you're pushing on a wall. So go ahead and just push the hands away so you're really kind of extending the arms away from you. You feel that little stretch deep in the shoulders. It should not hurt, but you might feel a strained sensation. Breathing in. And then exhale, just drop the hands. And then wiggle the fingertips. Awesome. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop. Notice if the shoulders started rising and just softly relax. You can even wiggle like this just so that it kind of relaxes the body. Drop the hands. Last round. Inhale, reaching up. And now exhale, release. Drop to the side, closing the eyes if you wish. And just breathe here, noticing. Awesome. On the next inhale, we're going to bring, so for those of you who are a bit newer to this, bring both hands so palms are facing towards each other, lifting that right arm just a bit higher above, and then that left arm goes underneath the right elbow. Perfect. And then go ahead and twist to grab the hands. Perfect. Inhale, try to bring the hands so all fingertips are pointing up towards the sky. Lifting the elbows, dropping the shoulders softly down, and then very micro movement, pull the hands away from the face. Breathe in here, sending the breath to the upper back, behind the shoulders. And then once you feel settled and comfortable and safe in this position, you just start to play around with the breath, relaxing the space in the back. Go ahead and drop the chin just a little bit, noticing how that feels. And just play around with your breath here, releasing whatever tension needs releasing. The more that you let go and allow the breath to pass through, The deeper the stretch and the deeper you'll release that tension. One last breath here. If the chin was down, go ahead and bring your gaze back forward and then slowly release the hands. And then just start creating slow little circles with the shoulders and the arms just to kind of get that blood flow back. Should feel real nice, a little freshness feeling. Awesome. Whatever stretch you feel you need, don't hesitate to create it, to do it, to make yourself feel good. And whenever you feel ready, go ahead and bring it to the other side. Left elbow on top of the right, and then wrap the hands around. Left on top of right. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Breathing in here. Relaxing the thighs, relaxing all the muscles in your face. Take your time to settle in. Lifting the elbows, dropping the shoulders, and softly pulling the hands away from the face. Breathing in. The breath is essential here. And if you did so on the other side, go ahead and drop your chin softly. Breathing deep into the neck. Reminding yourself that you're here to press that pause button, to take care of you, that well-deserved moment to just nourish your entire being. One last breath here. Bring the gaze back forward and go ahead and release. Shaking it out. Or perhaps shaking isn't your thing today and you just want to do some soft fluid movement. Again, whatever helps you feel your best and to release and to let go and to bring back the blood flow. Awesome. A little shoulder work for the day. Awesome. Now, you guys all sitting on a blanket or a pillow, right? Cool. Go ahead, keep it underneath you. And we're gonna bring the legs out in front of us. If you tend to overextend in the knees, it would be a good idea to either keep that conscious effort to keep a micro bend in the knees or to bring other blankets or pillows or something under the knees so we don't overextend. Taking our time, adjusting as needed. For those of us who've already arrived, feel free to just start squeezing, releasing the toes. Just releasing a bit of that surface level tension here. Awesome. Shoulders down and back. Breathing in here. Tailbone is rooting down into the ground. Awesome. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. And then we're just going to bring that left elbow to that inner right thigh. So no need to go too far. If just leaning on top of the thigh is your distance, then that's okay as well. You want to be able to not crouch forward too much or backwards. You want to keep that centered and then just opening up the whole right side. And as you push that left leg away, you feel a bit of a stretch in that inner left thigh here. Again, we're going more passive stretch here, so no need to push too far. Maybe bringing the gaze up towards the ceiling so you kind of embrace that opening of your chest. Breathing in. Exhale, release. Relax all the muscles in your face. One deep breath here. And then exhale, go ahead and bring yourself back to center. Breathing into center. And then exhale, bring that right elbow to the other side, and then leaning over to the right. Breathing in here. This can be a challenging move, so go easy on yourself. Take the time, no need to go further than you need. Breathing into the side body, opening up the chest. Inhale back to center, and then we're just going to tuck that right heel in, twist to face that left leg, and bring it down. Again, this is a passive stretch, so no need to pull and force anything, just let the body fall towards that left leg. You'll feel a nice stretch in the back of your left leg, and perhaps even in the back of the lower right side of your back. Notice if you started gripping anywhere, and choose to release with the breath. If you chose to work with the affirmation today, perhaps taking this time to revisit. Deep within inside of me is an infinite source of love. Breathing into the heart space. Inhaling, slowly coming back to center as you rub or massage the leg, coming back up. And we're gonna do like we did on the legs where they were both open, and a bit easier on this side. Go ahead and bring the elbow in, and then this time really push that elbow against the leg and have that be what kind of opens up your chest. Right arm goes up to the sky, deep breath in, exhaling out, being patient with yourself, breathing here. We're chasing more a sensation rather than a certain visual position here. So you want to get that nice release in the right side of your body. Feel the heart space opening up. Inhale back to center. Take a moment here, moving that left leg if needed, shaking it around, and tucking that left heel in, right leg comes out. Inhale, facing that right leg, and then exhale, let the body fall. Releasing any tension in the jaw. Deepening your breath. Slowly massaging the leg as you reach back up on the inhale. Bringing the chest to center, and then bringing the elbow to that right leg. Again, pushing against the leg, opening up the chest. Left arm reaches up, and then exhale, leaning over to the right. Try to keep the neck as an extension of the spine, bringing the gaze so that it's facing forward. Great job. Breathing in here. Notice if you're holding on to your breath, and if it's getting too hard to breathe, come out of the position a little bit. Give yourself some space to breathe and release all that tension. One last breath here. And exhale, slowly coming back to center. And we're going to bring ourselves onto all fours. tabletop position, just to loosen up that tension in the whole body here. If you feel any tension in your feet before we settle in, feel free to kind of point and flex the feet, squeeze and release the toes, rotating the ankles here. And eventually bringing the toes to the ground, big toe all the way to that little toe. And we're gonna do a few cat-cows, so spread the fingers as wide as they go. And then inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, rotate the shoulders down and back. And then exhale, reverse it, dropping the tailbone down, navel into the spine, chin to chest. Couple rounds just like that, inhaling in, moving at your speed. Last round. Awesome. Go ahead and bring the tops of your feet back into the ground. Big toes to touch, and then extend your knees so that they're mat width apart. Bring the hips all the way back, and then walk the hands up to the top of your mat. And if you need a deeper stretch in the arms, this is where the blocks will come in handy. You can grab both blocks, bring them to the top of your mat, and then bring the hands on top so that the edge of your block matches with the beginning of your wrist. Inhaling in here, and then exhale, chest comes down. Take your time to adjust the blocks properly so that you feel comfortable here. And allowing the shoulders to fall down. You can rotate the forehead from side to side, allowing one shoulder to drop and then the other, getting a deeper stretch there. Try to release the weight of the body, trying not to force anything, just allow the sensation of release. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Keeping the legs as they are, we're going to go into our puppy pose. So either you bring the blocks like we had, or you keep no blocks. And then you bring your chest down. So the hips are above the knees. Drop the chest down, either bringing the forehead or the chin to the ground. One more breath here. And then exhale, come back up. Bring that right hand down to the ground. Lift left arm up to the sky. And then go ahead and thread that left arm underneath the right. And if you want a twist to kind of move around the spine, push away with your right hand from the ground, lifting that right shoulder towards the sky. Or if you need more of a shoulder stretch, go ahead and roll the forehead to the ground, roll the right shoulder to the ground, and walk that right hand to the top of your mat. Breathing deep here. Try to relax the body as best as you can. I know it can be challenging, but give yourself that opportunity to notice what's going on in the body. And with your breath, notice where you can relax, where you can let go. Inhale, go ahead and walk that right hand back to center, reaching left arm back up to the sky, breathing in. And then exhale, left hand down, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Right arm to the sky, and then try to repeat the same thing on this side. So if you did the twist, do the twist. And if you did left arm to the sky, go ahead and do that too. Deep cycles of breath, cleansing out. Two more deep breaths here. And left hand to the ground. Slowly rise, right arm back up to the sky. Deep breath in. And then exhale, bringing the hands down, knees back to center. And just take a few moments here to rotate the hips, making circles. Noticing what feels good for you, getting all that tightness out of the hips. One more round, whichever type of rotation you decided to do. And on the exhale, coming back to center. And we're just gonna do a few leg stretches here. So go ahead, first off, bring that right leg back, curling all the toes under. And then just start to pull the heel towards the back, stretching that back of the leg, breathing in here. Exhale, go ahead and bring that right leg so that it's at the same level of your hip. Toes are pointing forward. If you've got socks on, it might be difficult. Slippery. Breathing in, try to push on the outer edge of your right foot. Inhaling here. And then start to bring the hips towards the back heel and bringing the toes towards the sky. So you get a deep stretch in the back of that right leg. The hips are touching the back heel. The spine is straight. Breathing here. And then exhale, back forward, and then just slide that right leg all the way back and then over to that left side. And you're coming to the outer edge of that right foot. You're dropping the hips down and you're bringing your gaze over to the left side to look at that back foot. You should feel a deep stretch in that outer right hip. Breathing into that outer right hip. Inhale, bring it back to center. And just move that right leg around, whatever feels good here to get that blood flow back in. Shaking it out. Awesome. And we're gonna bring it to the other side. Feel free to, yeah. Awesome. Go ahead, bring that left leg to that left side, pushing on the outer edge of your left leg. Breathing in here. And then exhale, bringing the hips to sit back on that right heel. And the toes of that left foot are now pointing up towards the sky. So I don't know if you guys can see my left leg. You're getting a deep stretch. That left foot is flexed so that your toes are pointing towards the sky. And you're getting a deeper stretch in the hamstrings. Breathing in here. Exhaling out. Inhale back up, sliding that left foot all the way over to the right, coming to the outer edge of that foot. And then catch your gaze, breathing in here. dropping that left hip down. Releasing whatever needs releasing, all that tension we hold on to, especially if we're sitting at a desk all day, or maybe we're standing on our feet all day. Inhale back to center, and then curling the toes, go ahead and just push that heel back, stretching the back of that left leg. Awesome job. And we're just going to do a little down dog to get the whole back side of the body. Curling the toes, bring the hips back and then up. This is the only down dog we'll do in our practice today, so utilize this time to really walk out the legs, get any kinks, any tightness you have. And once you feel good with the legs, bending both knees, lifting the tailbone up to the sky and dropping the chest down, especially since today we're focusing on the upper body. Don't forget to use this moment to open up the chest, releasing the head, breathing in here. Feel free to use this moment to incorporate a lion's breath where you inhale in through the nose, exhale, sticking out the tongue with a big sigh, letting go. Don't be shy in this one. It's a real relieving breath exercise. Breathing in, letting go. One more breath here. And then exhale, start to walk the feet to the center of your mat. Big toes, the toes are sticking out to the mat and the heels are in, and we're just gonna do one little frog pose here, opening up our hips. The elbows are in the inner knees, tailbone reaches down. Feel free to use a block to sit on if you want to ease the position. Spine is straight, breathing in here. Try as best as you can with micro movements to relax the hips, relax the body. I know it can be challenging, so be patient with yourself and go as far as you can. One more breath here. And then exhale, go ahead and bring the hands behind you and gradually make your way into a seated position, shaking the hands out if you need, rotating the wrists one by one. Maybe moving windshield wipers, the legs side to side. We're creating any last minute movement or stretch that you feel your body needs right now before we go into our Shavasana. Let the movement be conscious. Let it be guided by your breath. And if you're working with the affirmation, maybe take this last moment here to really embrace what that means to you. That infinite source of love that's just sitting deep inside of you. Maybe creating a massage if you need. And slowly, gradually, bringing yourself onto your back, turning off the lights, grabbing a sip of water, grabbing a blanket if you need. Whatever you need to get nice and cozy. Taking your time here. And if you wish to start your Shavasana with the blocks behind your back, I can show you guys, in case you have forgotten, how to do so. And if you choose not to do any blocks today, that's okay as well. You can go straight into your Shavasana. Bringing one block straight to the length of your spine, and then another one on top horizontally for your head. Bringing it to the top of the back, coming onto your elbows, and gradually leaning down, keeping the chin to the chest. The arms are by the side of the body. If you're using the blocks, you can also bring the arms above your head for a little moment. And just breathe into your chest wherever you are. Let the legs relax and the feet fall by the side. And allow yourself this final moment to really nourish your entire being. Allow everything that we just did to create balance, to create calmness, a kind of ease in the way you move and feel throughout your day. Taking a few more breaths here. If you're using the blocks, slowly remove them by bringing the chin to the chest. If you're already in Shavasana, take a few moments to final adjust the hips, the shoulders, whatever you need to feel your best. Taking a few final deep breaths to scan the body. Shavasana. Slowly, gradually allow your attention to come back to the body, taking your time, embracing that feeling of calm. Begin to deepen full body breaths, releasing the entire body into the ground. And as you keep the eyes closed, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe reaching the arms above the head if that feels good. Bending the knees. And come to lay on one side using that bottom arm as a pillow. Bringing yourself in that fetal position. Tucking the knees in. And just keep the eyes closed here for one last internal moment. And just be. Try not to rush ahead. Stay present. Let the weight of your body notice the sensation of just being present. Notice that sensation of calm. Relaxing all the muscles in your face, letting go of any gripping in the jaw. Softly lifting the corners of your mouth for a little soft smile. Thanking yourself for taking that time to nourish today, for taking care of you. And if you can, keep the eyes closed and slowly make your way into a seated position. And as we all slowly arrive together into our seated position, bring the hands together to chest, taking a deep breath in here. And then exhale into a namaste, dropping the chin down to the chest. Thank you guys.